Today's weather forecast is 41 degrees, 9-mile-an-hour winds, and 80% humidity here in northeast Iowa. In today's video, I am going to do a few different things. I'm going to show you how to make your own pinhole digital camera. There are 4 things that we're going to cover today. Number 1 is the tools that we're going to need to create our pinhole camera. 2, how to make our pinhole camera. 3, we're going to test it out and see what the images look like at the end. And 4, I'm going to go over a brief history of the pinhole camera. I saved the best for last. Here are the tools that we're going to be using to make our pinhole digital camera. First, we have our camera body cap. Second, we have a drill. Third, we have our drill bit. Fourth, we have our aluminum foil. Fifth, we have electrical tape, or any kind of tape will work really. And fifth, we have a sewing needle, but I don't have one, so I'm going to be using a nail. We are on step 1, drilling the hole. And I brought my husband to help because he's better at this stuff than I am. He also told me that it was better to start with a smaller drill bit and then work your way up to a bigger one. He put the electrical tape underneath, so we had a little, what would you call that? Just room for it to, the drill to go down? Mm-hmm. Instead of just drilling right down. Off center. That doesn't matter.
Hopefully it'll be alright for you.
Oh yeah, that should work great.
Gotta ruin some paper though. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. I'm very upset.
Anything for you, babe?
I know. So now that we have our hole drilled, thanks to my lovely husband, we just need to clean up his mess. Actually, I thought there was going to be a lot more debris stuck in the middle of the hole, but it's really not bad. Because we need this to be as clean as possible because we don't want any of those little debris pieces falling into our camera, obviously. Looks good to me. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut out our piece of tin foil. It doesn't have to be very big, just a little bitty guy. So I'm not even going to rip this off. I'm just going to cut our piece about a ½ inch, just enough to cover the hole. Looks good to me. I'm going to take our electrical tape. I'm probably going to put 4 pieces just so it's got one on each edge. Now we're just going to poke our little hole and get directly in the center of the hole that you cut. Even if the hole you cut is a little off center from the actual center of your lens cap, that's okay, as long as your hole inside the hole is centered. This is going to have to do. So now we're going to take our digital camera, take the lens off of it, and attach our new pinhole lens. And just like that, you have a pinhole camera. Let's go test this bad boy out. So my settings that I have are 200th of a second and 25,600 ISO. Obviously there's not going to be an f-stop because there's no lens on here. So let's see how this turns out. I'm going to start by taking a picture of this tree trunk and we'll see what it looks like. That's so crazy looking. It seems to me like a lot of shapes is gonna do good for the photograph. So I'm gonna get all this stuff in. There's a red barn back there, so let's go that way and see what that looks like. That's what we're going to photograph. Also, frame it with a crushed pile of trees. Oh, that's so weird. Well, I definitely know my hole is way too big. I thought I made a pretty tiny hole, but it's so blurry. It needs to be way smaller than that. It needs to be like a needle prick size. So I think I'll make another one and then come back out and see what those turn out as. I'm gonna take one of the sky real quick just for, you know, shits and grins, but. All right, I made my hole as small as I could get it with a nail. I think that's gonna work a lot better. So let's go down yonder. I wanna take another red barn picture and then we'll just wander around. So far, so good. This is so fun. I think the leaves here would be really cool. I just need to find some bright and dark spots for some contrast. So what I've noticed is that contrast is very, very helpful in pinhole photography. And I've never done pinhole photography before, so this is all new to me. But I'm finding out that contrast is key. So I found this section where there's the snow and the leaves and some green grass, not a whole lot because it's winter in Iowa, but I think this will look really nice. And I just noticed the sky over there with the silhouette of the trees. I think that might turn out. So we'll go there next. Picking out little pattern spots for the patches of the snow and the leaves. Some dead clover. Alright, that's not helpful. Oh yeah, this is so neat. That's the one fun thing. Even though it's digital pinhole photography, it's still a mystery. Yes, I'm seeing it right away still, but it's a mystery when you're taking it because I can't see anything through the viewfinder. But this is really neat. I'm enjoying myself. Sweet. Ooh, that's a fun leaf. Loving it. All right, hopefully, oh, the sky didn't change too much. That's good. Got distracted. Forgot about my sky photo. See that? That's what I'm going for. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. This is my new favorite form of photography. So cool. I like this tree. So I just did a vertical panorama. I'm gonna stitch that together. I think that's gonna be really neat because I really like that tree over there. All the branches and the sunset and the lighting. Ugh. Super stoked about this. It's crazy how when you try a new form of photography, the way you see differently and in a new way. If I just had my 50 on right now, I don't think I'd be seeing all the things that I'm seeing. because pinhole photography is very much abstract photography because it blurs things and it distorts things a little bit. So your mind works differently when you're thinking of abstract photography versus, you know, beautiful landscapes. So trees are the coolest thing I have found to use this technique with.